What's up, family? Before this video starts, I just want to let you guys know that next Monday, October 21st, I'm launching a brand new options trading course for members of the Focus Trades family. So if you're interested in learning more about options and different option strategies, such as the put spread example that I'm going to show you in this video on Beyond Meat, you can click the link in the bio for your free 10-day trial to the group, and that'll give you access for a few days to the options course, which launches next Monday. If you want to stay with us even further than that, the membership is only $10 a month, and that's going to give you access to this options course, our private chat room, our daily morning live streams, as well as the private video library. So if you want to learn more about options, guys, we'd love to have you in the family. You can go to focustrades.com, click free trial offer, and I'll see you in the chat room, and I'll see you for the morning live streams. So pretty uneventful day here for the market, and if we take a look here at the S&P 500, what I've been waiting for, what we've been focusing on here in the Focus Trades group, is this move above 295, right? I've been avoiding taking any long positions or holding anything overnight until we got this breakout above 295. And now we did get the breakout above that key level there on Friday, but you guys, all the trade war uncertainty going on right now really has me, just at a standpoint of patience. Big move there on Friday on optimism that we're going to get a good trade deal. Into the close, the market sells off as things become a bit clearer, and then here this morning, we're testing that 295 level as support right before the open. So the market literally flat today, didn't move higher, didn't move lower, and we're just kind of hanging out, guys, above this key 295 level. So where I'm at right now and what I'm focusing on is whether or not the buyers step in here and create some, true support above 295. The big dump there in December beneath that level, the big dump there in May, and then in October, as well as back here in August, it's really messy and choppy, guys, beneath of 295. So sure, we did get the breakout above that level last Friday, but we got that nasty sell-off into the close, and you take that into consideration along with, the continued uncertainties regarding the trade war. I'm not too eager to jump in here just yet. So I'm patient right now, and what I want to see is whether or not the buyers come in and hold support here. The last thing you want to see right now, if you're looking for opportunities to the upside, is for the market to close right back below 295. After a big move like that, a nasty fade on Friday, if we find ourselves back beneath 295, and as you guys know, anything is possible underneath that level. So no trades for me here today, no true, watch list as far as exactly what I'm looking for tomorrow. Just being patient, taking it easy, and looking to see if the buyers come in and hold support above 295, or if ultimately we fade back below that level. So here, after hours, tomorrow morning in the pre-market live streams, that's going to be the first thing we focus on. Where are we at in relation to 295? You can see we're already, getting a little bit sketchy here after the market closed. So we'll have to see how things go tonight, but no trades for me here today, guys. I'm being patient, waiting for that next big picture move, but what I do have here is one example of an option strategy for Beyond Meat that could serve as a good learning opportunity for you guys. So let's jump into that one right now. So guys, let me just preface this by saying that I'm not suggesting you take this trade. I'm not saying I think, Beyond Meat is going to bounce. I just want to show you an example of, different ways to trade options. That way you can take some value from these videos. So Beyond Meat fading back here over the past few days and closed today just above this key level of support around 125. You head back here in June, we gapped up on earnings, big initial run, pulled back pretty hard, but stopped on a dime there at 125. The buyers came back in, and as you guys know, this thing got pretty freaking nutty. But here we find ourselves back at this key level of support. And a setup like this on a daily chart is typically where, a lot of options traders will look for bounce opportunities. At the first sign of buying, at the first sign of support, you'll see a lot of traders come rushing into calls here looking for that bounce opportunity. But as you guys know, the danger and the frustration that can come with buying calls outright is that, it can dip a little bit, it can kind of mess around, and if it doesn't bounce quickly, and head in your direction, you're going to experience a lot of volatility in your option. And a lot of times we get shaked out of these kinds of trades, and then the stock a day later, a few days later, ultimately goes on to make the move that we're looking for. So there's a time and a place to buy options, but I want to give you guys some insights into other ways of taking a potential support bounce like this. So again, Not saying Beyond Meat is going to bounce here. I'm just showing you an example. So the alternative versus buying calls. And remember, if you buy a call here, you need Beyond Meat to move higher. And if you buy close to expiration, you need it to move higher quickly. Otherwise, your call is just losing value. So the alternative here, guys, is an options trading strategy known as a put spread, where instead of buying calls, you're going to short out the money puts. Now think about what happens, guys, to options. Anytime an option expires out the money, it goes to zero. And the closer it gets to expiration, if it is still out the money, it rapidly begins to lose value. So we're going to short the puts rather than jump into the riskier calls here. And here's how it looks. What you would want to do on a trade like this is give yourself a little bit of time. It could continue to drop a little bit. There could be a little bit of choppiness. So give yourself a bit of time. So let's look at the October 25th expiration options. These bad boys expire in 11 days. And what we're going to do for this put spread, guys, is we are going to sell the 114 strike puts, and as protection, we are going to buy the 112 puts. And if we look at the chart, 114, we're selling these puts way down here. So here's how this works. If you buy the call, you now need Beyond Meat to quickly begin to move to the upside. So in other words, you have to be right. But when you sell these puts down here at 114, you no longer even really require Beyond Meat to bounce for you to make money. What you need the stock to do is simply close anywhere above 114 come expiration, and you're going to make your max profit. In this particular spread, guys, it's a good risk reward, right? For you newer options traders, you could risk less than $300 to make a little bit over 100. And again, you're shorting that 114 put, and you're looking for Beyond Meat to simply close above 114. If that takes place, what happens? The put that you shorted is going to expire worthless. And here's how this trade, guys, looks as far as the numbers go. So we are going to short or sell 2 of the 114 strike puts at 315. So that's about a $630 value. We're going to buy as protection 2 of the 112 strike puts at 260. That's about a $520 value. Now, regardless of whether or not Beyond Meat actually bounces, it can go sideways, it can go down a little bit, it can go down a lot. As long as it closes above 114, both of these options here are going to go to zero. Now, the put that we sold, that's going to zero, and we collect the full $630 credit as a profit. The puts we bought as protection, they go to zero as well, and you lose the full $520 that you invested in those puts. The difference between the two here, the $110, $120, is your profit. So just want to give you guys a quick idea of different ways of utilizing options for, your textbook potential support bounces just like this. And here's really a great way to think about it. With Beyond Meat trading right now at 126, again, if you buy a call, there's one move that's going to make you money. That's if the stock quickly moves higher. But if we're selling puts down here at 114, while the stock is at 126, well, that is about 9.5%, 10% below the current price. So we are selling puts 9.5% below the current price. We just need Beyond Meat to not drop over 9.5% over the next week and a half, and we make our max profit, right? Pretty good deal. So what that means is that rather than kind of backing yourself into a corner, where you need the stock to quickly begin to move in your favor and you need it to go in that one direction, here's how it works when you sell the options. And let's look at the daily chart to get a clearer picture. Here's how this works. And this is the advantage of this. You're going to make your max profit if Beyond Meat does in fact begin to bounce. You're going to make your max profit if Beyond Meat goes up, but, just goes up a little bit. You'll make your max profit if Beyond Meat goes sideways. You'll make your max profit if Beyond Meat goes down a little bit, and you're even going to make your max profit even if Beyond Meat goes down a lot. As long as it doesn't go down over 9.5%, as long as it doesn't close below 114 come expiration, you're getting your max profit. So the reality of this is that you can be dead wrong. You think Beyond Meat is going to bounce here. You sell 114 puts. This thing could drop 5, 6, 7% before expiration, right? You're really wrong, but you still walk away with a max profit. So selling options is a very high probability way to take advantage of a lot of the setups you guys are mostly, looking at on a day-to-day basis. So just wanted to give you a quick idea, guys, of a put spread, give you a quick example. If you want to learn more about that, got the link to the 10-day trial to the group. And aside from that, guys, I don't got too much for you right now. It's looking like potentially this could be a boring week, unless we get some kind of move here overnight. But as I mentioned at the beginning of the video, everything for me as far as my trading right now is based upon what the market does at this 295 level. If buying power comes in, if we find true support and momentum begins to shift back to the upside, I could be looking to play the market long here using 295 as a key level of support. If we do head back to 295 and we begin to break that level and trade back to the downside, I could look to play the market to the downside underneath that level. Only time will tell, but that's what I'm focusing on right now, and I wish you guys the best of luck. I'll see you soon, and for those of you in the Focus Trades family, I'll see you tomorrow morning.